Hey,
Yes.
Hey,
We're
everybody.
Hello.
Hey, dude.
Finally live. I still haven't got the intro thing figured out. In the audio, but whatever.
If things
all
worked,
good.
it wouldn't be us.
Yeah, I know, right?
If it
Every
was
time.
smooth. I mean,
Something every time.
I don't want polished.
Yeah, I'm just going to preface the whole thing with, I already said it to JP. If anybody sees me with this, I have a bout of cauliflower at the minute.
Oh no, you've been wrestling?
Jiu-jitsu.
Oh, so kind of, yeah. Wow.
Yep.
I said that too. I was like, dude, that's fucking badass. I have
Yeah, it
serious I have serious disc issues in my neck. I've always wanted to train, but my neck is too fucked up, and like all the wrenching and pulling and
Yeah, it's like
squeezing
the
and-
worst. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just too
boxed for
lazy.
a little while.
What up, Charlotte?
Charlotte.
I was just about to send her a link. No, I don't have to.
Yeah. I'm.
It's Charlotte's birthday today, by the way.
Wait, you and Charlotte have the same birthday?
We do.
Holy shit!
And
Happy
so does my
birthday,
dog.
Charlotte!
It's my dog's birthday too. She's over there though. I think she's licking herself.
All Scorpios, huh?
That's
That
right.
makes. I don't know much about Scorpios, but
What up, Swede? Love that dude.
Oh yeah, Swedish horror nerd is here. What's up, dude?
He always hangs out.
Awesome.
Good people.
Happy birthday, all you guys.
Hey, thanks. I was asked. My sister usually takes me out to like a nice dinner, but she's out of town. I was with my brother-in-law the other day. He's like, so should we go get a steak or something? It's like, no, I'd rather go sit on the internet and watch a 20-year-old movie with my friends and get drunk. So I'll go to this nice dinner another time.
Honestly,
this is what I wanted to do.
Double
Yeah.
Scorpios, actually. It's
They
very
cancel
fucked
each
up
other
choice.
out. It's like a two wrongs make a right kind of situation.
It was my dad's birthday yesterday.
Ooh, happy birthday, Papa Wool.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh man. I was telling Aran a little bit before you jumped on, Hans, is that I don't know if I've ever actually seen this movie. I think I've only seen the third one.
Oh god, the third one's an abomination.
Yeah. And do you remember the shitty TV show from like the early 90s?
Prime Directives?
I think so, yeah.
No,
So
I don't know.
good.
No,
Yeah,
I've seen clips.
Terrible, but so good.
I don't consider anything outside of these first two movies RoboCop canon.
Yeah.
Except for that one where RoboCop comic where he like goes back and fights the T-1000 or something.
Oh, did you guys ever watch the cartoon? I used to watch the cartoon religiously before school.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I remember playing the video game on like the NES.
Yeah.
And I could never get his gun out,
Mhm.
which made that game really difficult if you can't shoot anybody.
The Hector's from Oregon, and the weirdo Swede, and people are gonna get drunk.
Wow, you got a good memory.
Man. Nice.
Man.
Weirdo Swede, and people are gonna get drunk.
Wow, you got a good memory. Well,
Nice.
I heard a playback.
I heard
Yeah,
a little
really.
playback. Awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited. And Peter Weller still came back, and he played
For this
one.
one,
Yeah, he came
And-
back for this one.
Nancy Allen,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
the
Just
star
to
of the
touch
show.
on that TV show again. I was looking at some dude. He actually done a really good, like, I guess, like a retrospective on the TV show, and he was kind of,
Mhm.
I guess, he was kind of making fun of it at the same time, and
Mhm.
he broke down all the new directives that RoboCop had in the TV show.
Oh, they
and
gave
then
him
all
more than
this
just
new-
the.
yeah, and all these
Ah.
like new gadgets.
History?
He had this thing in his leg that would shoot out, and then it would blow up into a giant inflatable beanbag thing. And it was
Is he,
used
like,
like
needed
there's a
a nap?
scene. Yeah, there's a scene where he shoots it out of his leg, out of his shin, and it goes into a boat, and it fills the inside of the boat, and the bad guys get like stuck. They're like, "Oh, I can't get out."
Oh my god.
It's like so bad, so bad.
That just reminds me of something I saw in my like crazy
What up, Joe?
Joe. Who's
Nancy,
Joe?
he gets it. He knows Nancy.
Mm-hmm. I saw something on Reddit where there's this inventor invented something for old people who, as they're getting ready to fall, they have a suit that like blows up like that so they don't hurt themselves when they fall.
I've actually seen that, I think.
Yeah,
I could use one of those. I fall a lot
Oh,
now.
me too. I'm such a klutz.
I'm always falling.
I'm always falling, hitting my hip on doorknobs. You know.
All right. If it wasn't clear, we're doing RoboCop 2.
Yes.
Do you know who directed this?
Erwin Kershner.
He did Empire Strikes Back.
He directed a lot of good shit. He did the best
Star Wars. Yeah.
He directed a lot of good shit because he's probably
no Paul Verhoeven, but I haven't seen this in over a decade at least.
Yeah.
I was a little worried that maybe it wasn't as much fun as I thought, but then when I remembered that Mr. Kershner directed it, I think we're in good hands.
Yeah, he directed some other like really good shit too.
Rest in peace. He died 11 years ago. In 11 days, it'll be 11 years ago.
Oh, R.I.P.
Good buddy Irv.
Mm-hmm. I'm drinking my Ecto Cooler here.
Well,
what's everybody?
What do you expect? I mean, it's not the first one, but nothing is. I mean, that's art. That's perfection. It's like saying the Mona Lisa too. Like it doesn't exist. But it hits a lot of the same strokes. I think it's a little more, in a weird way, a little more fucked up. But they also are leaning towards that. The satire is there. You still get like the news reports and stuff, but it's not. It doesn't look like what Verhoeven does in his little bits like that. That it doesn't look complicated, but you can tell when it's in someone else's hands. Like there's, I can't even quantify it or put my finger on what is exactly different. But he's just so good at it, and this just, from what I remember, it's not quite as biting. It's like okay, like this is the thing. It's like the Arnold. I have to say, I'll be back in every Terminator now. It's like okay, we have to do this. Like
And it's tough too, taking a really successful movie and trying to replicate it with a different director. And it's like you were saying earlier, the first two RoboCops are the only two ones that matter. I would dare I say that same thing about Alien and Aliens.
Yes,
and it
100%.
takes a really
if you don't have James Cameron taking up your sequel, I mean, just might not.
Yeah, so I'm just excited to see 1990 craziness and Tom Noonan. I really like Tom Noonan, and for people who don't know Tom Noonan, he's a great character actor who's been around forever, and Last Action Hero, all that stuff.
Oh, so good.
Swedish Horror Nerd, you can do a quick plug. What's the exciting news? I'm curious to hear.
Tell us some things.
I know he's been killing it, and
well, while we wait for that delay. Yep. Oh.
Exciting news.
We know she got married. That's exciting.
Yeah. Charlotte got married. I'm getting married next month.
I'm no closer to marriage than I was the day I was born.
Me too. Me too.
All's right with the world. But Frank Miller was brought on to write the script for this. I've shown the RoboCop comic book omnibus thing that I have, that he turned it into a comic book because they told him it was unfilmable. What he wrote.
I bet you can film it now.
Some aspects of it and put it in here. I would love to know what was his and what. And I know, I actually think they took some of the aspects and put it into the third one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, unfilmable then, you could totally film it now, or could you imagine a hard R RoboCop animated movie? That'd be pretty dope.
I would love that. I still haven't read it yet. I'm saving it for the right moment.
I can already imagine what the answer to this is going to be, but have either of you seen the new RoboCop?
Yeah,
I have not seen it.
Sucks.
Yeah,
PG-13,
and that's a bummer.
Toothless, fucking pointless.
It's a bummer because it had all these great people involved. I love Joel Kinnaman. He's great. I forget the director, but he's this awesome Brazilian director that I'd seen a few of his movies. I was excited for it, but just
Keaton's
doing
in it too.
Yeah. But doing
It's just-
sequels to cult classic
Well, it was
movies
like
like
it
this
was
is
like a
just-
remake. Like it was
Yeah.
all Murphy. Like it. Like there's you don't have a Kurtwood Smith, so I mean,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're in a giant hole.
Yeah.
His death seems toothless. It was a car bomb. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got?
All right. I have a new writer for my website, Jack Barry, editor and horror short movie director from Manchester. He also does actor reels. His first review will drop tomorrow. It's going to be a review of Censor.
Oh, we've talked about Censor before.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Nice.
Congrats, man.
Awesome. That's such oh, God, you're fucking killing it, dude. And Swedish Horror Nerds, what, 19, 20?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Giving me hope for the future generation.
What am I doing with my life?
We're doing a lot. We're doing
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, could you imagine if we had all this technology when we were 19?
No, I was still on fucking AOL Instant Messenger.
You know, I this doesn't really have anything to do with movies or whatever, but just on the topic of you guys talking about, I guess, age and generations and stuff.
Mhm.
Somebody I know bought a gift for this younger guy in our jiu-jitsu club, and he bought him, you know, those phone cases that have like the flip.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like a
wallet.
leather
Yeah.
one or
Yeah.
yeah.
And he gives it to him. He's like, "Here's a really nice case for you, whatever." Blah blah. It was like a nice leather case or something like that.
Mhm.
And the guy is like, I don't know, like 21, 22, and he takes the case and he's like, "What do you think I am, 30?" He's like
that's
dead
old.
serious, and I'm like, "Wow!"
Oh,
Like I was like, "That's actually old now." To
Yeah.
a lot of people,
dude,
it's like,
get this. So I'm 36 now. I was in acting class when I was maybe like 31, and everybody else in the class was 21, 22. Oldest was maybe 26. I referenced Bozo the Clown, which I don't know if you got Bozo the Clown in Ireland, but oh yeah, so you know Bozo the Clown. And I
Yeah.
mentioned like Bozo the Clown because he had the buckets and like the Bozo buckets.
Those
and,
buckets, baby.
and I was like, oh, you know the Bozo buckets or whatever. And someone's like, what? And I said, you know Bozo the Clown. He was on Saturday mornings or whatever. And this is what they said. They said, come on, JP, not all of us were born in the 80s. And I just went, oh,
Yeah, there's people born not even in the 90s that we have to deal with now.
my nephews. My nephew was born in 2003, and he's
Disgust
a freshman
me.
in college now.
It disgusts me.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's
All right,
awesome.
now you're just bumming me out. Let's start this movie.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm down.
okay, where are
To make me think of my own mortality. And on this, the day of my own birth.
Are you treating yourself to anything good, like any good food or
Oh, I'm
tasty
gonna-
desserts?
I'm gonna order $100 worth of food after this. I got a
Yes.
gift card, and I'm just gonna use the whole thing.
What are you gonna get?
I don't know. World's
Is there
my
anything
oyster.
you're leaning
I mean, in
towards?
this city, probably like a chicken sandwich and a small drink.
Yeah, it sounds about right for here too.
Funny story, actually, when you say that. A couple of years ago, I went to visit my family in New York, and I was with an ex-girlfriend. She really wanted to go and see the city. So I was like, okay, let's book a night in a hotel in the city, and like we'll do all the touristy shit and whatever. It's like I don't want to waste too much money staying in the city when we've got a place that we can stay in
Right.
Yonkers and
It's
no
not
issue.
exactly cheap.
Yeah.
It's
So I'm
not
like,
a
oh, look,
Super 8
whatever.
around
So
the corner.
yeah, so I booked this like hotel. I actually can't. I wish I had the name of it. Let me see if I can pull it up. So I booked this hotel. Like I didn't put too much thought into it. I was like, okay, I just want somewhere where I'm not going to be like stabbed to death or robbed or some shit.
It's
So
pretty safe here.
let's see if I can pull it
I've
up.
yet to be stabbed.
So it's called the Hudson River Hotel.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
on the west side.
Yeah, West 36th
I don't like
Street.
the west side. West 36. Oh, that's like the pier and all that shit.
Right, so I booked this. Don't even like I didn't look at money or anything and whatever. And we get there for a start. Right now, I'm not sure what I was expecting. Right, but it was an absolute dump for a start.
Oh
If
shit.
anybody has
There's
ever
not much
seen-
over there.
Yeah, if anybody's seen Toolbox Murders, It's basically like the hotel, the apartment block that was in that. Just everything was super shady. And it was just when we check into the room, I put the bags up and I'm like looking around this room and it's like super dated. Like I'm like, this is like some weird like two-way mirror kind of shit. So we leave and we go get some food or we go to Times Square or something like that. And I just happened to open up the app and have a look at the book and just to make sure, I was like, somehow did I get this like wrong? And it cost me 351 euros. So that's like over $400 for one night.
Sounds about right.
And this place was absolutely god awful.
Yep.
We went back to the room. We were just awake all night, like outside the window, and it was like, oh, amazing views of the city and this and that. And all
See too
outside
many
the window, we were
movies.
just looking at
I
a
would have
brick
slept
wall.
through it like nothing.
It was just, it was awful. It was terrible.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's too expensive here. I would say if I leave my apartment, it costs me $100, and I'm not really wrong. Like if I want to do anything, just you better have at least $100 ready.
How do people survive with that though? I don't get that.
Hustling.
That's right.
I mean, same with LA too. It's super expensive. Like my gal and I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. We pay $2,100 a month for a 1-bedroom, and it has no parking, no heat, and an air conditioner in the bedroom. So it's just like, you just kind of make it work, and resilient people stay here. And people who can't make it work, they go back to, where they came from.
All right, I want to start this movie. We need to go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I'm
you can give
excited.
us
Is everyone ready? Let me know when you're ready.
Yep.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, MGM.
Metro Golden Mare.
Be careful with MGM's a bunch of scumbags, and like you say anything about Robocop on YouTube and they're like copyright strike.
Seriously?
Yeah. They're a bunch of
they
didn't even make it. They just bought it and they're still dickheads about it.
We've gotten copyright strikes, I think, on every single watch party we've done.
That's maybe you can hear it. Like, who's taking the time to be like,
I feel like there's something in the algorithm or something.
We better not let that go.
Oh, is that a Ford probe? It sure is.
Where's my subtitles on? Now they are. Oh, I don't remember this at all.
Oh shit! Oh,
already I forgot how fantastic.
I don't remember any of this. This is great.
Oh shit, John Glover. He's great.
Oh, this is their version of the SUX 5000. Whatever.
He's a great character actor too. I loved him as the dad in Lex Luthor's dad on Smallville. Magnavolt.
Lethal response. Yeah, see it's more heavy-handed with the satire.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my favorite bits of the news in the other one was like talking about a satellite misfiring and killing like 8 former presidents, and then it's just like gloss over it like it's nothing. It's so good.
Oh shit! Gunning down the Surgeon General. Oh.
I want to know what Nuke's all about.
Do you think you could get away with making this movie exactly like this nowadays?
Oh, neither of those. That's why
Yeah.
Verhoeven quit Hollywood, because he can't do what he needs to do. Although he'd be more he's more relevant now than that man was before his time.
Welcome, a ghost with cute ankles. I love that name.
Me too, actually. I want to know more about
That's
who
great.
that is. They subscribed on Twitch last week.
Nice.
Tell us about yourself.
All the subscriptions. Yeah, tell us
What drives you? What makes you a person? If it gets too loud, let me know.
I love
most
how
of
they
the-
got a lot of the same little. Oh, that guy! I forget his name. He's great too. Oh, you just like fucking mainline it right into your neck.
Just squeeze it in like a Go-Gurt.
I am behind Aran. A ghost with cute ankles said. Dun dun dun.
Is this you here?
What makes you a person is the most horrifying question I've ever heard.
Yeah. There's no answer to that.
Oh.
Oh shit! Sorry.
You don't fuck with a lady's cans. You don't fuck with the cans.
No. She just steals them. Why does she have so much money if she's pulling?
It's all those cans. All those
and
cans.
jewelry. What the hell? Right.
Whoa. Oh shit.
Yeah. MGM sucks ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know you're probably gonna take this down, so fuck off, MGM. Eat a dick.
Shut up, you fuckhead. I think the only reason MGM still is like somewhat around is because of Bond.
And that's owned by the Broccoli's. They don't really even own it.
Yeah.
The fucking Broccoli's are a trip. If you go down a rabbit hole in the Broccoli family.
Mm-hmm.
I love how ridiculous 90s movies are. Oh my god.
When was this? What's the actual year on this?
1990.
Oh.
So same year's Total
So
Recall.
it's still 80s.
Yeah.
I still consider that 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I always talk about that on all the interviews I do. I always ask about like I just get this vibe from 80s and part of the 90s that just has this magic about the movies that I feel like is not there.
You don't know what it is? Copious amounts of cocaine in the writer's room. It's like, yeah, this is a great idea. Let's do this. This will work. Undeserved confidence in a ridiculous idea. That's what that gets you.
Oh man, a Tommy gun, a bazooka.
That bazooka is the most ridiculous looking thing I've ever seen.
That's not even an actual thing.
Jesus.
I don't
Just
remember
taking
any of this.
Me neither.
This is fantastic.
Dead Alive Dana, welcome.
I think I'm behind a little bit.
Yeah, that thing just looks like it was made out of cardboard.
I just love the matte black, cheap look of their police cars. It's so perfect.
Yep.
See, that's an actual.
That's an actual.
That other thing is just a styrofoam prop.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Also, I love how diverse that group of
Yeah.
it's just like so random.
Yeah.
Very before its time.
They're an all welcome gang.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Oh yes.
Oh, you're fucked, bro.
I remember I used to think that was so badass the way he had the
In his leg.
oh man.
Your move, creep.
Oh god.
I agree, Swedish Horror Nerd. Dead Alive Dana has a great podcast.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. and I believe forgive me, Dana, but I think she's located in California as well.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He just squishes it over. Everything made.
Oh, I just love how he really has the movement down in this one. I feel.
Yeah.
Have you seen any like the behind the or like telling of stories of this creation? Like Peter Weller, before he had the
That's
suit
right,
on,
LA.
he had like months worth of training with the greatest mime on the planet.
Yeah.
And then he got into the suit and was like, I can't do any of this.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to retool his entire
because I
approach.
think they switched the suit to it was full fiberglass. I think in part 2, because
It took him like 12 hours to get in the first time or something like that.
Yeah, and they were just like, by the time he got into it, they're like, we can shoot for like 30 minutes and then we're done for the day.
Yeah, the first scene, like the first day of shooting in the suit, it was like him trying to catch the keys in that one scene, which is a 1 second scene. They got 1 second worth of usable film in the entire day, and it's like we gotta figure something else out here.
There's a great thing on Netflix, The Movies That Made Us, and
Yeah,
they do a little bit on Robocop, and it's great.
Yeah, it's really good. Just vials of Nuke. They just don't.
Yeah, I love it.
That didn't tip him off.
Yeah, as if he's like somehow like really stealthy and like super.
Well, that's apparently how Peter Weller wanted to play it, like all smooth and like inefficient. But he realized the first 8 seconds in it, like, oh no,
like no, it's not working.
Thing.
Does he have a lie detector built into him?
I don't know.
Ooh. I would imagine he can.
That was something I think that was definitely put into the TV show, but I can never remember if he was supposed to have had it.
I don't recall it ever showing up in the movies, but at least
I don't see why not. If he's,
but I'm also not remembering any of this shit, so maybe it happens here.
To be honest,
I mean, I feel like he'd be able to have stuff like the Terminator, where he could read people's heartbeat and their pulse rate.
I immediately thought about Superman of being like X-raying, looking at your heart.
Mm-hmm. Is that Joe Bob Briggs in the back helping out with the nuke?
The gore is definitely cut down.
Yeah.
So that was Verhoeven. We would have been splat. I would have gotten hit by those squids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not that bad.
Well, a lot of the time too, they'll like people that make the movies, they'll make it super crazy gory. So then when the censors are like, you need to cut it down, they can actually cut it down to what it was, what their original vision is.
I hate the whole censor thing. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, to be on one of those calls being like, oh, you can say he's a fucking, or you can say he's an asshole, but not a fucking asshole. That's
what's that dude's name?
Fuck off.
Tom Noonan.
Am I right?
Say one fuck.
Batman Returns.
I think so. I'll IMDb it. He's been in so much.
There she is. There's Nancy, my queen. Love her. She's a babe now too.
Oh yeah, she's aged incredibly well.
She somehow looks better now, and she doesn't look bad here. But she somehow looks better. I don't know how.
He was not in Batman Returns, but he was in Last Action Hero. He played the Ripper bad guy character.
Oh yeah, he was the Ripper.
Mm-hmm. And he's in a lot of stuff. He was in Manhunter. He was in Heat. Michael Mann likes to put him in his movies.
He's got a face.
Mm-hmm.
I remember loving this kid character when I was younger. I don't know if it's gonna hold up.
That was a bit strange. That was a bit time crisis looking.
Him's all like in his like little tiny pinstripe suit later on.
Yeah.
I remember that always fucked with me as a little kid. Jesus.
Oh God. What?
Blow his fucking head off, man.
All right, okay, yeah, I got that guy mixed up with somebody else.
I remember this. This is great.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Robocop didn't call bank. Good snag, Nancy.
Dialogue is just
That's so great.
next level.
Oh, are you thinking of this guy, Aran?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mummy.
I
Vincent
remember him. He was like,
Schiavelli.
yeah, he was like the guy with the weird organ thing, and he had like a
Organ grinder.
Yeah.
Yep. He was in so much shit. Ghost, Buckaroo Banzai, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Tomorrow Never Dies. So much shit. He was another one of those crazy character actors.
Wow, yeah, he has 163 credits. Holy shit.
Murphy, 1811. Wait, what? His family's alive? I mean, I have questions, but
I'm like completely lost.
I'm so lost.
So he's
Murphy has a foot fetish.
He's also a weird looking dude.
Yeah, he's got a very unique face. Did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he was in the final season?
Yeah.
And it was just yeah, like especially when he sleeps with like the madam and it's like a sex scene and I was just kind of like, huh.
This shit this is the stuff of nightmares.
Oh, for sure.
So bizarre looking.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's probably not supposed to be, but there's just something when I look at it, I'm like, actually I was saying to Josh last week, I done a quick search of Robocop 2, and a lot of people consider this like a semi-horror movie.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. I mean, look at it. Yeah, there's tons of practical effect in it, and yeah.
Because there's a scene I think in this as well where they disassemble him or something like that. They like start cutting him up, and like a lot of people mention that scene, and they're like, yeah, it's just like a horror version of Robocop.
I mean, yeah, action movies can almost veer on the edge of horror movies, with their gore and Jason cuts somebody's arm off in a movie and it's a horror movie, but then, Arnold Schwarzenegger has cut people's heads off and, Rambo blowing dudes up with bombs and shooting them point blank with 50 caliber guns. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, Dead Alive Dana just brought up just imagine if this film had the original Frank Miller script.
Yeah. I know, I still need to dive into that. Find out what's really going on there.
Well, I wonder if you can find the actual script itself online. You have to, right?
Well, that's what that comic is, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm on a delay. I just finally got that message up.
Are you human? No.
I think the thing I love about the first one is, like, the guy that creates Robocop, he's like the good guy, but he's still like a scumbag piece of shit. Like,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So, bitches leave.
Bitches leave. I just realized that Murphy's family was always alive, but he just kept having these flashbacks because he's like, I'm dead now. I can't, reconnect with them or whatever, right?
Yeah, because like I think they think he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can't. He has like these like LSD flashbacks of his family. I remember ingesting way too many illegal chemicals and watching this at one point when he went back into his house and was like getting all the like the house was for sale and he's getting and it really fucked with me.
Is Murphy's suit more blue in this, or is it just me?
Yeah, it's the wrong guy. Yeah.
Have either of you guys heard of the paperclip apocalypse?
No.
Mm-mm.
So I can't remember the
Oh, this is his wife. He does
Mhm.
meet her. I forgot about all this.
This guy basically had a theory, something along the lines of creating an AI to perform a simple task like create paperclips.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had this whole theory on because it kind of touches on, you know, the likes of Robocop, Terminator, that kind of stuff. He has this whole basically like a scientific breakdown of how, say, creating an AI with one singular purpose to create paperclips, how over time the AI would basically override and do anything in its power to create paperclips.
Oh,
Yeah, if you didn't give it like parameters of
which would then seep from other resources. It doesn't have a mind of thinking about the rest of the world. It just wants to
right. It's the only idea. That's why you need.
Yeah.
That's why you need your prime directives. Don't harm OCP executives. Don't kill your creator, basically.
And he basically said, he was like, at some point, like if we continue down that road, that's what's going to happen because.
Well, yeah, you have to give it parameters. You can't just let it open-ended because it's something as simple as paper clips. If I got in the way of it and it's a RoboCop type thing, he'd just kill me. Like,
that's
that'd be
basically
no problem.
it's actually really
you're in my
interesting.
way. This is my job.
Yeah, that's kind of the way he concluded. The whole thing was like the AI will basically never stop learning ways on how to make the paperclip. So if that means like eliminating humans, eliminate this, stop.
See, that's
this,
so heavy-handed. Sorry.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean when it's like it's just not. It's not Verhoeven.
Oh, and Charlotte just messaged that isn't there a video game about this? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Probably
I believe
a lot of them. I mean, that's the plot of Terminator. It's like, and it's
just called Paperclips. Oh, cool. I gotta check it out. Is it for like PC or? I would imagine it's a PC game.
I need to finish that comic. Not all robots, because there's a little bit of that in there.
I love how they brought back a lot of the same people.
You got the old man.
Mm-hmm.
I do miss Dick Jones. The guy in the glasses is great.
Mm-hmm. Tastes like baby food.
He just keeps eating it. Like, man, you're an executive.
Yeah.
What the fuck? They don't feed you there? I do like the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like a typical charlatan politician.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. He's upset.
He reminds me of like Jackie Childs from Seinfeld. Because he's just fast talking.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said the Seinfeld, which means I'm old. It's really close to that. I like the idea of that. Like, they had to do something. for Prey. I mean, they tried to do Shane Black doing a movie, and it still sucked. So they had to do something completely outside. Like, I like the idea of people with not advanced technology and weapons. Like, how would they? And I mean, you think about old time, like Native Americans and the living off the land. Like, they knew all. You know, it's always like
guerrilla warfare. And it was like
in,
guerrilla warfare. You know,
it's a trope in bad movies where it's like, oh, the Native American knows everything, but there's some truth to it. So they'd be able to track them, and because that's their life, is tracking animals to feed themselves, or you don't eat. I love this montage.
So ridiculous.
I love how it shoots itself in the head, and the lights go off.
That old dude there always reminds me of. I don't know if either of you guys have ever seen Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. It doesn't have anything to. Yeah, he always reminds me of the.
This one's my favorite.
The something Cochran guy, the guy who owns Silver
Channel.
Why'd they keep the skull?
Oh shit!
Because they all lose their fucking mind. Because Murphy, he's super cop. He was dedicated. Even beyond the grave, he's still super cop.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that Prey though. As soon as I saw they were making a 300-year-old Predator movie, that's just, they're really gonna have to get fucking resourceful with how they take out this Predator thing, and just from the writing point of view
too, with Danny Glover when he tosses him the gun that says like 1842 or whatever.
Yeah. And just like, you know, with the guerrilla warfare and camouflage and hiding. And Awesome. Can't wait.
I wish they bring back the Native American character from the original, but apparently Billy was like, the actual actor was a legitimate psychopath.
Oh, of course. He was an ex-porn star.
Was he?
Yeah. And they had to get a security guard to protect other people from him.
Oh, wow.
There's no way he's still alive, right?
I don't think so. I think he passed away.
That man had to have lived hard.
Go to it. Report to me directly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Scab.
This is overall, I mean, yeah, it's you know, it's a little heavy-handed in some parts, but it's a pretty well-made movie. It's pretty well shot.
Yeah. Prisoners can make a good movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just love that 90s like feeling though of the movie. It's just, oh, it's great.
I think as well, I always want to see someone replicate that feeling and that style, but I'm not sure if it's done. I don't know if any of you guys heard there's a flashback scene in the new Halloween Kills. And I'm always weary about like flashbacks and stuff to originals and different things. But I will say, right, it's the one time in a long time that I've seen something that I actually went, you know what? And so many people came forward and went, I just want to see a movie set in that flashback world. They done it like it was literally perfect.
Well, yeah.
And wow. Okay.
I do that with something.
I've been thinking about that. Like, if you made an action movie with a silly plot and like the one-liners, but you do like all the 80s action movies have the same like type gun noises and just the ridiculousness and the blocking of just the shots, where it's not like steady cam right in your face. It's like a wide shot of just people kind of shooting at each other. Like, it's silly.
They kind of did that.
How do you not just do that?
They've kind of done that with Kung Fury, and then they're coming out with
but that was all stylized and over the top.
That's true.
That was like, I just mean like play it straight as this is exactly like we're just don't even shoot it on high def. Like just really fucking do it.
Well, there's this podcast called The Movies That Made Me, and it's hosted by Joe Dante, who directed, Gremlins and The Howling. And it's also co-hosted by a big screenwriter named Josh Olson. His claim to fame is that he was nominated for an Academy Award for writing A History of Violence. And
I like that movie.
And Josh Olson he's like, I want to do a thing where I want to create an app or a program that you could put like a 4K Blu-ray into, but it'll make it look like it's like an 80s,
like you throw a filter
80s VHS. He's like, it looks shitty. He's like, somehow I almost enjoy movies more when they're like kind of like shitty visual quality.
Well, that's like exactly what I said about the production value of what we're doing. I was like, I like it when it's shitty. Like, with our show, I didn't even want to edit it for the longest time until we were told we need to do that. It's like, I like that. There's just something about it.
I forgot all the amazing one-liners Robocop has as well.
Isn't this a school day? Oh my god, so funny.
Just leave the same way the kid left.
Yeah, just follow him.
You Barney Rubble fuck.
I like as well how they switch between, like, you give Robocop lines like that and you kind of, in a way, if you're like making a joke of him, and then like the next second he like blows half.
Yeah, then he's just blowing someone away.
Yeah.
I think they did. I mean, I may go back on this, but I think they did the kid thing really well because, like, he's in charge, but like that guy is still like lifting him over like railings and stuff. Like, I think that's really well done.
And it's a really out there idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he just looks like mini Gordon Gecko. It's so good. I remember that being one of the things I loved the most. That he's just so fucked up. This is this fucked up little shit. And he's like a crime boss. I didn't know if that was going to hold up. So far, so good.
Officer Duffy.
I'm loving the soundtrack.
Oh, it's great.
Get him, Nance.
You look a little out of breath, bitch. I bet as a kid, though, being, I don't know how old the kid was when he was shooting this, but let's just say like 14. How cool would that be to be like, hey, you're going to be a badass, like, bad guy in an action movie? Like, that would be fucking amazing. I can cuss all I want. I can, like, shoot guns.
That was before you're like Haley Joel Osment's and like Dakota Fanning's, where they just talk like they're an adult, even though they're 8 years old. Oh, Konami. Get him, Nancy.
Oh, the glass crunching under the guy's forehead. Just smashing the kid against the wall.
Yeah,
which is what you do. Like,
back then, that was and that is exactly, I think, what would happen in real life.
Yeah.
But it's like now
he's a badass, but he weighs 84 pounds at most.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like nowadays it'd be like, oh my god, cancel this movie and whatever. But like, you see this, and she's like smashing him off the wall.
That's what I love about.
Yeah,
like, I mean, it's part of the reason we started the show we did, because 80s movies, action movies, like, you just can't. You won't. Not even necessarily. I mean, there's a lot of things that you just can't do because you would get canceled or whatever. But they just, some of the ideas that would never get greenlit, regardless of that. They're just so out there. And again, I blame cocaine.
Like,
it's just like the people who were greenlighting it were like, yeah, this is great. And the people who are writing it were all geeked up and just.
Well, a lot of it too was this post 1970s revolution of cinema, with Taxi Driver and The Exorcist and pushing all these boundaries. So then it's pushing all these younger directors and writers to push even more boundaries. And like, what was the movie? God, what was the movie that we watched recently where they like shoot the little kid and from the ice cream truck? God, what movie is that?
That's Assault on Precinct 13.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. I watched that by myself recently. Sorry, you didn't.
Yeah,
watch it with
no,
me,
but I knew. I've never seen that movie. See, this is my genius. I've never seen that movie. Never sat down and watched it, and I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like that shit. It's like even for today too. You're like, Jesus,
bonkers.
they're just like blowing away some little kid. Like what? It's insane. Bonkers. Whoa.
We always say, I love when things that exist that shouldn't exist.
Right.
And that's like every 80s movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Look, it's a Joe Bob Briggs wannabe. And then they end up out. Is this probably the same area from the first movie? The same like warehousey kind of area?
It kind of looks like it.
I
mean, all Detroit looks the same.
Yeah.
It's all just shit.
The production, the location scout was just like, "Hey, do they still have that place? Yeah. Cool. Let's go there. I'll be fine."
That toxic waste dump.
Mm-hmm. Murphy. What's your guys' best Murphy impression?
I gotta find a line to say.
Yeah, that's how I was literally just gonna pull up.
I mean, you can go with the "Dead or alive, you're coming with me."
Mel Gibson firing up the mobility, grabbing his meds, and heading off to Warner Brothers to talk about making Lethal Weapon 5. He wants to make it happen. I mean, I would go see Lethal Weapon 5, but Richard Donner died. Richard Donner just died, and I feel like if anybody was going to carry the torch for that, it would be him. And
I saw Lethal Weapon 5, and it was that episode of Always Sunny.
Oh,
I'm good.
And then Dana said, if Coke didn't exist, we wouldn't have Maximum Overdrive. That is correct.
See? Or probably all the Crank franchise.
Yeah. And Gamer.
Legalize it. That's all I'm saying.
Legalize it.
We'll get amazing things like that.
Mm-hmm. Isn't Maximum Overdrive the only movie that Stephen King directed?
I've never seen that.
It's fucking wild.
He said, like, on multiple occasions that a lot of his writing was done, like, just blitzed.
Oh, he doesn't remember writing Cujo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did check out The Mist the other day. Again.
Oh, God.
That movie's
brutal.
Frank Darabont, man.
Brutal.
You son of a bitch. What a horrible ending. It's so great. That's one that shouldn't exist. No studio should have allowed that to be an ending. It's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about this dude, but he really fucking creeps me out or something. I just
He's like a David Koresh like cult leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the kind of
this was before David Koresh.
Also long hair.
He looks a lot like him, actually.
Whoa.
I feel like the nose person is a nice touch. Is this the scene I was talking about, Josh?
Oh, where they like rip him apart?
Yeah.
And they like toss his parts out like back in.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I just had this weird. I haven't seen this movie in so long, but I had this weird, like, kind of random flashback memory of that scene where I was like, oh, that was like fucked up or something. I remember being like uncomfortable, going, ugh, the fuck?
It's funny how things like that'll stick with you.
Yeah, because I vaguely remember he's like twitching and stuff, and it's like making these weird faces, and I'm like, ugh,
shit,
grim.
Well, yeah, that's like the scene where he goes in the first one, where he goes back to his old home has the monitors of like their like digital or real estate agents. Like that messed me up, and that's like kind of not that big of a deal. And I didn't think much about the scene you're talking about, but it's funny the things that impact us. Like, stick in your brain. You're like, oh no. Oof.
Oh, shot in Wilmington, North Carolina. Nice. Among the first movies shot in Wilmington with Silver Bullet. I fucking love Silver Bullet. Such a good one. Busey is great as the uncle.
Oh God, Busey.
Man, they're really fucking up RoboCop here. Wouldn't the police have like a tracking device or something in him? Like
You'd think
a
on this
chip
like
or
$1 billion
something?
or at least OCP.
Yeah, you'd think.
I like that he always sniffs like a coke fiend, but you don't put that in your nose.
Mm-hmm.
He's always just, but it's. See, it's something. What is that? I wonder if they like couldn't show that for some reason, like it being a nasal ingestion.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, they're really going at him with a
I don't know why,
jackhammer.
right? But this is actually making me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
again.
when it
Yeah.
twitches on the ground, it's like a chicken with its head cut off kind of thing. Because he's conscious during it. That's why it's fucked up.
Yeah, and it's just like I think the
Because he's
idea of
moving
having,
in
like,
and out, and it's like he's being disemboweled. And he's covered in grease instead of blood. It's such a good touch. And then the limo. They drive in the limo and throw his. That's so good. I forgot about the limo. I don't know what. Oh yeah, and then he's just.
yeah, that freaked
Oh,
me out. I think his
shit.
facial expressions, I was like,
Yeah,
"Ugh."
his face is amazing right there. How did I wonder how they did? They probably did it like the same way they did that Iron Man shot, where he's like underground. Like
No,
he's below.
that looks animatronic to me. Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yeah, it looks animatronic to me.
Because you know the scene where they did the thing in Iron Man where they pull his, because
Mhm.
he's like down, sitting up.
Where he pulls the arc reactor out.
Yeah, he's like not where the body is. That's not his body, obviously.
They did that. They've done that with like zombie movies where they have the zombies ripping people open and stuff because they're below the floor.
I was wondering if that wasn't the case there because I didn't think animatronics could. That looks like fucking Peter Weller. Like, how do they do this? I guess it's fake. Maybe.
Yeah, that's animatronic for sure.
That is. What's up, Nancy?
She really has. Like, if you see her now, she's really aged incredibly well.
She's a babe.
Yeah, super babe.
Yeah, that's definitely That's like a Showbiz Pizza animatronic bear. The precursor to Chuck E. Cheese. We had Showbiz.
Terror. Straight
We had
up.
Showbiz Pizza. You
Oh
remember
yeah.
that?
Oh, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
And then it became
bear.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, instead of a giant rat, it was a cute, lovable bear. Why would they change it?
Well, a rat.
Yeah.
What a choice. That's where I used to play my Simpsons video game.
Were they not in a white limo?
They were before, yeah. They have multiple limos. Come on.
Yeah, and I just love like the
Aaron,
generic
they have multiple
warehouse.
limos. They're crime bosses. But that's a continuity, a mistake, yeah. And he's in the fucking neck race.
They're fucking
This
up the
was
cop.
the scene that always made me really uncomfortable.
Oh no.
This, honestly, from my memory, this was worse than anything I saw in Hostel. When he takes the scalpel out.
This could be it for me now as well. This could be something that I'm like remembering but not remembering.
This,
like
in my
movie
memory,
memory.
this was worse than anything I saw in Hostel or Martyrs.
That dude really freaks me out with the
the leader. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just looks odd.
This is worse than any horror or like torture scene in any of those movies you watched. Because they actually show this.
And see, you're right. Yeah, this really is this is like a borderline, if not
This is
full-fledged
torture
horror
porn.
movie.
This is what I was trying to get at when we watched
Yeah,
those.
I was very surprised that so many people kind of referenced this as like a not a full blown horror movie, but like a lot of people are like, it has so many horror.
There's body
elements.
horror in this movie.
Yeah,
with,
totally.
I mean, this stretch right here with that and what's about to happen. I mean, even with the clips of all the other attempts at RoboCop, the tapping on that's what always got me.
Mm-hmm.
Because they show it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Doesn't he look scared? He makes the kid watch.
Well, it's the shit too. It's like that Scarface thing. You never actually see the chainsaw go into the guy's head, but you imagine it, and anything in your head.
But
is
you see
always
it
gonna
go
be...
into him.
But even still, it's like it's not on his actual chest. It's the cloth is over him, and it's just like blood squirting up. But in terms of what actually happens after that, like they're probably like fucking skinning him alive or something crazy.
That's the thing.
Shit
That
like
was
that.
more upsetting than the martyrs filleting scene to me.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because you don't see any of the filleting. You see the aftermath.
Yeah, I just that was a big letdown for me.
But that held up for me. That was gross. I didn't like that. What's up, dog?
Oh shit. He's just been waiting for an excuse to get. Who is that actress? She looks really familiar.
She does, and I don't know.
I'm gonna IMDb her right now.
My dog's so over all of this. She's like, it's my birthday. Leave me alone.
Her name's Belinda Bauer. She was in a bunch of 80s movies. UHF, Flashdance.
Oh, The Running Man. Sub-Zero. Now. Plane Zero. Makes no sense.
He's like, my soul's part of me. Now it's gonna be part of you. And I don't know. You know what? Keep it. Yeah.
That's my biggest regret in life is a wrong number texted me, asked if I was Killian, and the fact that I didn't come back with that. I think about it daily.
That haunts my dreams.
I'm not even joking. I think about it every single day of my life. Killian.
You know what my favorite?
I can't. I dropped the ball, JP. I dropped it. And it's a bloody mess on the floor.
Josh knows the answer to this, but you know what my favorite line in Running Man is, Aaron? You know what? I'll tell you what I think of it. I think you can eat that I'm going to make you eat that contract, and if and then I'm going to ram. What does he say? And then I'm going to ram your fist through your stomach and pull out the goddamn spine. Yeah.
Running Man's incredible.
Oh, Running Man is
another Stephen King joint.
Yeah. Which they're remaking it. Did you see Edgar Wright is remaking The Running Man?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He is. Okay. I'm actually really fucking excited for that. Yeah. Edgar Wright
when you said I didn't give a shit until you said Edgar Wright. Now you have my attention.
Edgar Wright his attention to detail is so fucking crazy good, and he's such a cinephile too. Mm-hmm. So like he'll do a great job of, you know, honoring the movie but kind of making it his own and doing something different. I'm really excited.
I need more beer.
RoboCop's off warranty.
I'm just gonna run and grab another ice pack for my sore ear.
Do it.
I'm gonna get beer, so
I'll keep talking.
You're up, JP.
I'll talk to myself. That's okay.
Well, we're getting a lot of heat, and I mean a lot of it.
Yeah, this movie. Oh man. There. I can hear Josh I can hear Josh burping from the bathroom. He didn't mute himself. You got it, Joe. Anytime anybody can tell me to do an Arnold impression, I'm always in. Always in. God, even though we watched Running Man for the podcast, I'd totally be down to do that one. Excuse me, do that one live for sure. That'd be so much fun. Oh. So they're trying to rebuild him. Let me up. I must go. I know we say it whenever Peter Weller comes up, but for anybody that hasn't seen the Dark Knight Returns animated movie based on the famous Frank Miller comic, Peter Weller is the voice of old Batman, and it's great. Wait, Swedish Nerd. Wait, what? Oh, wow, that's amazing. He was suspected to be a possible terrorist by the Secret Service. Holy shit. Oh my God. What are you? Robocop. So they're trying to fix him. I just wanted to check Mike Pence's car, but they looked at me like I was Osama bin Laden. Oh, no. Oh, man. So I'm getting odd vibes from this gal. Free from having to make painful choices. Hey, she gives me pause.
Who?
The gal with the brown curly hair. I forget her name, but she was just talking about freedom from having to make choices and and shit like that. It's like
she gives me like a Ava Braun type.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's just on board.
I'm touched. RoboCop is laughing and smiling. What? What is he doing with his hand?
Oh.
For a second, I thought he was gonna like try to fist bump the guy.
Well, he might as fuck. If this was made now, he would have.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have told.
Ready for duty, partner?
You betcha. I like when he goes to the sporting goods store. That's when things kind of go off the rails for me.
Mm-hmm.
I do love how the kids are just like fucking everybody up, though. Yeah, here we go. They're in their stupid little little league uniforms. League. Yeah, it's so good.
Jeez.
It's like Dyson Construction, like the shit we wore.
Jeez.
I like stuff like this. This is like the world building of just how what a disaster everything is.
How's that?
Get him, Lewis. They're all just holding stereos.
It's Robo!
Betamaxes.
No! Will ya?
Come on, Murphy.
I love when the coach gets killed. It's such a great shot.
Take him out.
I think we should talk.
I love that. This stupid face.
Whoa.
The little kid just like, it's so messed up.
Yeah, and you very rarely see that even nowadays, where like somebody gets shot in the head. It's normally just like, they get shot and they
It
fall down.
lingers on him. That shot
Yeah.
stuck in my mind. Like, I remembered that.
Hands up, let's go.
Kids at some
I love
point.
the fat kid
Yikes.
still has
His catcher's mask on.
Because of course you're gonna put the fat kid behind home plate. I might be fat now, but I played catcher and I was not fat.
Gosh, that just hurts my knees thinking about it.
Yeah, I still have my knees. I don't know if you can hear that. They do it at will. I didn't even play catcher that long. But yeah, he's just holding the dead guy.
Giving him his Miranda rights?
Yeah.
He looks so ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the point, but
Though you may think you're having
they go a little far with all this.
Yeah, how he's like all nice and happy and shit now.
Like, I get what they're trying to do.
Yeah. You own.
now a word on nutrition.
Like, he's motherfucking Goose. Like, but she's just telling stories.
The point is,
Bad language makes for bad feelings.
I haven't.
I do like how the kids don't give a shit that their coach just got murdered. And they're just like, clock radios!
We should set an example, Anne.
And
Your hair looks lovely that way.
it does look lovely. Like, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
It looks good on her.
Isn't the moon wonderful today?
I think we can hear the movie a little bit on your end, Josh. I think.
I'm a little behind, yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
If everyone wants to pause for 2 seconds.
What is just for myself and for everybody?
55, 40, 41, 42, etc., etc.
Got it. Cool. So I think we're all at the same place.
I was only a couple seconds behind. That's why I had to have it louder, because I could hear what was happening in my headphones.
Go fuck a refrigerator.
Peckerneck.
Jeez, these little shitheads. That looks like LA.
Yeah,
think, right?
This is more LA than Detroit. There are
Kick.
people living in Detroit. It's tagged him. Yeah, the tag is distinctly LA. Yeah, I'm definitely behind. I'm behind Aran because I can always hear Aran's.
Is it loud?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. That's what I was. Oh, my bad. I didn't know whose video.
His
I was
plays
hearing.
through. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Which is fine once we get synced up.
Mm-hmm.
Going out of his mind.
It's not as if he can just
Because
say,
he
That's
plays
so
it off his
bizarre.
computer, so it comes through. I wonder if it comes through on the stream. Maybe that's why we're getting flagged, because you're basically playing the movie.
Are you saying there's no
And like I said, I reached out to the support, and he was just like, "Oh, that's strange. Oh well."
Huh.
Yeah, he just gave you the. What are you gonna do?
He just left the chat, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay,
He just gave you a.
yeah." And I've tried everything. You see, if I mute that channel,
Uh-huh.
that also mutes you guys, and I can't hear you either.
Yeah.
Oh. It's all good.
No, it's not a problem. Especially if we get synced up. And it's never been a problem before, because every movie we watched, I didn't really want to be watching it, so I muted it. So I could hear them barely a little bit in the ears. So I was like, that's enough for me.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
He's getting
like
more
this.
juice.
He's gonna fry the programming. Just grabs and fucking kisses.
This just reminds me of the Highlander with all the
There
lightning
can
and
only be
stuff.
one. And Sean Connery is a Spanish man for some reason.
As an Egyptian Spanish man.
just not even attempting to do anything other than his Scottish accent. It's so
Yeah.
phenomenal.
He gave no fucks.
He's not the best. He's kind of a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. No directives found. Oh, now I've got the hiccups.
When I get hiccups, I get one, and it's really painful, but then it goes away. Like it hurts every part of me, but then it's done.
Are we cops? Let's fucking Kane.
If you want to pause yours for like a second.
Soon we will expand the city.
Perfect.
The rich and the poor alike will know.
Thank you.
No problem. I really need to figure that out, though. It's that's why I'm sitting here in silence. It's really bothering me.
Don't worry about it.
No worries.
Think of other things. Look over here. Look over here.
It's just so strange that like I can't feed with something that costs as much.
It makes no sense.
That I can't feed it into two separate channels.
No, it makes zero sense.
That was just a great little touch that he did when he was getting ready to squirt it into his neck, and he was doing like flicking against his neck so the vein came up. That was a great little acting choice.
Yeah. There's some good performances in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone's doing a good job. I love this whole thing. Could it with Pomo?
Yeah, we're gonna make that mean something again.
Just goons, bad guy goons. Love a good goon. I also love hot dogs.
I do love hot dogs.
Me too. Does anyone not like hot dogs?
Vegans?
Yeah. Well, vegan will still eat it. They'll still eat the shit out of a vegan dog. Oh yeah.
In Spider-Man 2, when Tobey Maguire takes a bite of the hot dog, vegan. He's vegan. It's Tobey dog.
I didn't know he's a vegan.
Yeah, I know everyone was worried about that.
Well, like in Splash,
fucking fun fact. That's
when
all I do here.
When Daryl Hannah is eating lobster in Splash, she's a vegan too, and they put it had to all be like fake. They put in whatchamacallit, like tofu or something in there.
I don't like tofu.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
It's like the scene in Spielberg stole that for Saving Private Ryan.
Really?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
Barry Pepper
that
shoots
was
him
for
through
real.
the scope. Remember that? After he kills Caparzo, Vin Diesel.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to my father. It's got blood on it. And then Barry Pepper shoots the Nazi in the face through the scope. I miss Barry Pepper.
He's still around.
Yeah, get him, Lewis.
Whoa, these kills are pretty intense.
Nancy just murders motherfuckers.
Yep.
Stadler's watching, by the way. What's up, Stadler?
The no-look shot, that's pretty awesome.
Kobe. Oh, yeah, the little kid's getting a machine gun. Let's go.
Love that fold-out machine gun.
He's just shooting up in the air too. But he's mowing everybody down. Little motherfucker's a murderer. Danger. It's so good.
Another thing I absolutely love is it seems to be every time the villains and even the police, I guess the planning for all these operations they're doing, it
always
always
goes
ends
so
up in a
poorly.
big ends up in a big massive shootout with explosions and everybody's dying. It's like every time the same.
Did that scientist just know that the place was about to blow? Was he like suicide bombing it?
I think he knew he was just scared and didn't know what to do.
Oh, gotcha. Whoa,
that's what I took from that. Face.
Just like with the guy in the first movie who just got hit with the toxic waste.
That fucking guy. You're dead. We killed you.
We killed you. I remember seeing him and that actor
College
and Peter
boy.
Weller in the same season of 24.
Oh, yeah, Peter Weller wasn't. I didn't realize he was. That's great.
Yeah. It was the guy, and the redhead guy who was like Peter Weller's assistant or something.
I love he's just
Why did that dude run across in front of the truck?
Well, and that's an actual stunt guy. You got to give it up to stunt guys. They're, yeah.
Especially back then.
I think they're finally going to acknowledge them in the academy. Finally. Which they should. Yeah.
That sound effect.
That sound effect was like a Marx. And then all these, they're just running over his dick.
Oh, yeah, suck it.
Can Robocop, if he wanted to, could he run really fast or no?
I don't know. I mean, you'd think so, but not in that suit.
That would look so ridiculous. I'd love that.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, he's just standing up.
If he was doing like the
Like
Terminator 2 run.
Yeah, the super just like.
Yeah.
Do the Tom Cruise run.
Best run in the business.
Best. By far.
I love that
baby.
Robocop got the chopper
Zed's
too.
dead.
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
He rubs it. They're playing chicken. Oh, and that shot through the broken window.
Chicken.
Peak Irvin. He should have directed Return of the Jedi.
The whole time I'm looking at this, I'm like, where is this going?
Amazing.
There's money everywhere. There's gold bars there. Just gold doubloons all over like he's a fucking pirate. Where are the gold bars? Who's paying for drugs and gold bullion?
It just makes it that much more ridiculous.
I mean, that's how I pay for my drugs, but I didn't think that was a thing.
I forgot about this.
Yeah. This one's all right.
I think
that's one of the better ones.
Isn't that a lot of vagina from Austin Powers?
I think you're right. Holy shit, it does look like her.
Sunblock 5000.
So I like that. That's solid. They do it. They go. See, that's what it is. It's the pacing.
Mm-hmm.
They linger on it too much to be like, see what we did? See what we did? This is smart. We got you. We did this. It needs to just.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
A little bit snappy.
It didn't have the pacing of like you need to move on really quick.
Right.
You don't linger on it. That's what we were hoping. I cracked it. I did it.
Cracked the code. Swedish
Horror
Nerd
just
there's a new Evil Dead movie coming next year? I did
There-
not know that.
There is, and it was filmed in Australia or New Zealand, and it was written by an Irish director. Funny enough.
Really?
But like, are people involved that?
Yep. It's been. I'm not sure if it was co-written. With Raimi and Bruce Campbell, they were all involved. Evil Dead Rise, I think is the name of it. They reckon it's like the big comeback.
You know, I've never seen any of those.
What?
Never have.
What?
Nope.
Oh man, we have got to do the first one live stream. That should be the next live stream.
Yeah.
Never
That is
seen Army
wow.
of Darkness. Never any of it.
I feel like
Oh,
that slots
man.
into that. It's just like so ridiculous and like
I love Raimi and
Lee Cronin. I've never heard of him.
he done The Hole in the Ground. It's an Irish horror film. It was received quite well. But,
Wow. I mean, I gotta say, I liked that remake that was with the Fede. How do you say his name? Fede. Fede
I know the guy
Alvarez.
you're talking
Fede
about.
Wap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fede Wap. Fede Alvarez. I enjoyed that for what it was. I loved how they used a lot of practical effects, and I thought it was a fun, crazy. Yeah, I like it.
never saw it.
We gotta watch, dude. Aran, we gotta do the first one for sure, for sure. It's
I do want
so
to see
great.
the Army of Darkness ones because that like amount of schlock
yeah. Oh, it is.
that
Oh, it's
seems
like
like
full of
right up my
schlock.
alley.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm totally down to watch the first
Yeah.
one. That should be the next live stream.
I haven't been saving it, but I feel like I have been saving it.
It's. I mean, even
Let
even
me
with that
get
being-
drunk and watch them for the first time.
Oh,
Let's
for
do
sure.
that.
And even if with it being Sam Raimi's first movie, you could really tell like he had such a clear vision of,
I love
of
Sam Raimi.
what he was doing. Yeah.
I love Sam Raimi, like off the chains. Just let Sam Raimi do his weird shit.
Oh shit! I just missed. Did they kill Tom? Who killed Tom Noonan? I missed that.
What was on
think
his
she did.
cheekbone?
I think she killed him.
The brown haired lady.
Yeah, I think she like
Oh,
sat
shit,
on
she
his
did.
breathing tube or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because she's like, you're perfect for our new RoboCop or whatever. I don't know.
Oh fuck.
Because they wanted his brain.
Mm-hmm.
Which, what?
He's got that big ass head as well.
Yeah. Seriously.
Well, for the big ass brain.
Look, check out the big brain on
Look at
Brad.
the brain on Brad.
You a smart motherfucker.
What movie were we watching where Kahuna Burger showed up again? It was a
Uh,
Robert Rodriguez movie, right?
Oh, Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah. Where fucking Clooney goes out to get Kahuna Burgers.
Oh, and he comes back, and that's when
Yeah,
Tarantino
that's
kills
when
that woman in
Tarantino
the
was,
hotel
real
room.
creep. The sound of them taking the
The head off.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember this freaking me out as well, I think.
Mm-hmm. See, it's funny. This doesn't bother me, but as soon as someone is like, like in Hostel or something, that really bothers me. But it's just like, doesn't bother
This
me.
is more upsetting than anything that happened in
Yeah.
any of those movies. I like seeing that spine in the brain. That's more graphic than anything that happened in
Yeah,
those movies.
it is actually.
Mhm.
Which is
Like
kind
none
of
of
weird to
none of
say.
them focused on. Like they get this rap of torture porn. They weren't. They weren't.
His eyeballs.
That's upsetting. That is upsetting. That's more upsetting than anything.
I love how they
And
just
his
have
face.
his
Look at his
face.
fucking face.
Jesus.
This is more graphic than anything that happened
Yeah,
in those
it
movies.
is. Yeah, I've got to give you that.
And it's not
I would-
close.
I would say this is more graphic than Martyrs.
Yeah. Martyrs
I
was
think this
fucked
is
up
the
in a
most
way I
graphic
didn't
thing right here.
expect. Like when they shotgunned children at the beginning. I didn't expect that.
What is this?
Yeah, he's just like
He's
help
he's
save the
Cirque
Motor
du
City.
Soleil meets backwoods
What
Mississippi.
the fuck is this guy doing?
Meets The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Is he doing Born to Be Wild?
Yeah, he sure is.
So that's what I love. The mayor's just like P.T. Barnum. He's just doing a show. He's Jackie Childs meets P.T. Barnum. Fast talking showman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love the little suit he's got on. He's got like the Baby Gap suit on. I love that little kid.
Our goal, $37 million.
Yeah,
They've got
they're like
4,000.
a PBS telethon, but for the city of. That's fantastic. That's solid commentary. My dog is so out on this movie. She's still breathing. We're good.
Gonna go get some water. I'll be right back.
I'll be here. They're paying in cash. I just feel bad for that big councilman. It does not end well for him.
This might seem like a stupid question, but
There are no stupid questions.
the whole
Well, if there are, I'll tell you.
the whole idea with the kid, did I miss the explanation as to?
No, there's no explanation, which I love. It's
Yeah,
just,
I kind of like that.
This fucked up world that a kid can.
Yeah, because the whole time I'm sitting here, I'm like, did I miss something?
Nope, none. That's what I love about it, and that's honestly that was the key point I was worried about because I hadn't seen it in so long, and that's what I loved about it before. I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna hold up. Still works for me.
Yeah, because it's just like it's just there, and it doesn't.
It
Really
just is. Like it's just he's part of the just like that wall is. It just is. And
Yep.
You're either in or you're not. I'm in fully. It works for me. I don't know why.
Yeah, because I feel like now that I think about it, if they had have addressed it too much, it probably would have.
Well, because it would fall apart because it makes
yeah, it
no
would just
sense.
make it. Yeah.
So
it would just make it
if you
weird.
just let it be, like this is just a fact. Like breathing is a fact, and you have to do it. It just is, and you move on because there's no explanation. Like,
yeah, how can you explain that away?
You can't, and it's just over the top and just go with it, and that's why I love it. That was my biggest concern about this movie, honestly, was that wouldn't hold up because that was my favorite part of the movie. Still holds up for me, at least. I love it.
Shit. Oh shit.
I love that they just have that built in. Absurd.
That even as a robot, he's still addicted to Nuke.
Yeah, because it's a chemical reaction in the brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's funny you brought that up about the kid. Like, you don't even think about it because so many other things are batshit crazy.
Yeah.
The kid's like, oh, yeah, I get that because everything else is happening right now where you have this drug-addicted Robocop brain in a mech suit, and then you have the mayor going to get money from drug deal. Like, the kid's just like, yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't even really like. Normally with a movie, I would like be picking it apart and stuff, but I feel like they've set up the worlds in these movies in such a way that I wasn't like, oh, it's ridiculous that a kid is like a crime boss.
Yeah, in this world,
Yeah.
like,
you're kind of being like,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
miss
sense.
Plus, he's got like the slick hair and he's got the suits. Perfect. It's perfect.
Because I was like, surely now have I missed some important plot point where it explains how or why he's doing what he's doing?
I was gonna just ask the same thing.
Nope. It just is.
It just
And that's
is.
what's great. I believe it. I believe the kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe everyone is taking it seriously. Like, he's never a joke. It's so good. That was my biggest concern watching this again. And fuck, man, they nailed it. Good job, Irvin. Rest in peace. He's just making boardroom deals. He is Gordon Gekko.
Don't be queer.
Jeez.
Ooh, I don't remember that. Paul Verhoeven would never.
Mm-mm.
He's offensive, but he's never like
Overtly.
We never have any of those moments in a Verhoeven movie where we're like, eesh. Not for that reason.
I was gonna say, have you seen Showgirls?
No, but we haven't done that. So I stand by what I just said.
Oh man, Showgirls! Wow.
And I'm guessing that was that was satire.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna give my guy Paul a benefit of the doubt.
Don't you guys think that'll do it? Yeah. Fit for me. That will do it.
Paul Verhoeven was the original woke bitch.
Shut up.
There's just like, you shut up.
Look at Optimus Prime rolling in.
Mm-hmm. How many people are watching right now?
On my screen, let me see.
It's on like multiple platforms. So
Yeah, I have
whatever.
13.
Nice.
So let me see. Can I pull up how many? 3 for Facebook, 3 for YouTube.
See, honestly, getting anybody, like I see people
7
with
for
like
Twitch.
hundreds of thousands, millions of followers, and they get like 100 people watching a live stream. Like it's just, it's not the best way to get people to watch. Because we're all old and like we all grew up on if something was just on, you watched it. Now it's I don't watch anything live other than sports.
Yeah, what do you mean live stream?
Yeah, like I'll just watch it later. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So like even 20 people feels like a gigantic win.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And one thing I will say I've noticed Twitch is starting to pick up more than any other platform, but I do.
Yeah,
find
that's more for live
sure.
streaming, I think.
And I'm not sure if it's something to do with the software I'm using or what, but
yeah, I have no idea.
I rarely see anybody comment from Twitch, which is strange.
That is strange. I would have thought
right
that'd
now,
be the most vocal group of people.
Because like right now, there's more people.
Well, you have to pay the money on Twitch. That's why. Because you have to like subscribe, and that gives you money. You can't comment if you're not like a.
Okay.
That's why. On YouTube, you can just say whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to pay anything. That's why.
Why would he shoot the lights out and then put lights on?
So he can see. Duh.
Yeah, these squibs are fantastic.
They're not Verhoeven squibs.
No, but they're still pretty solid, I'd say.
They're fine. I want my boardroom scene, man. That's my favorite scene in all of cinema.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck.
Especially because the director's cut of RoboCop is just like 10 seconds more, and it's all the boardroom scene. It's just 1,000 more squibs going up. That's all it is. It's fucking incredible. I just felt bad for this guy.
Oh shit!
I was like, he's just a portly man trying to make his way in the world. Don't get up, bro. Just play dead. I would have played dead immediately.
Oh, also, if you have a half-naked chick on your live streams, that seems to help.
Oh, for sure.
Surprisingly,
Is
that
that
seems to
someone
help.
that wants me to take my shirt off? Is that what they're saying? I'll do it. You won't like it, but I'll do it. My dog's not wearing pants.
I can probably imagine the answer, but what's your guys, I guess, quick take on, doing something that you're passionate about and trying to promote it and put it out there, and then and I'm not against women or anything like that, but the fact that a chick just has to wear a low cut top and hold up like a videotape or something, she gets.
I'm all for it. Like, take whatever advantage you have.
Yeah.
If
it's
people like that, if showing my dick would get me a million followers, my dick would be out right now. Done. It's do whatever you have to do to get the asses in the seats.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that's what you have, if that's an arrow in your quiver, play it. Absolutely.
And it's one of those things too where it's like, sex sells. As much as people are like, oh, that's such a lame. Hey, it sells. It fucking works.
Yeah. And again, like, if you're talented, like, maybe that's what gets people there to begin with. But if you're funny, you're intelligent, that's gonna, like, it only goes, if people wanted to see my balls would only take us so far. Yeah.
This reminds me of like Lawnmower Man, like CGI with his face.
Oh, you stop it. No, you stop it. This is not Lawnmower Man. Lawnmower Man, I could make on my fucking phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving that frown.
Oh, it's great.
That frown he just done is amazing.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, I'm all for anybody getting their bag.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Body falls?
Yeah, he does some horrible things to her.
Whoa.
That's when he knows, like, oh, fuck, this is not good.
Swedish Horror Nerd, I exited for 5 minutes and I come back and first I hear about is Josh's dick. I left for 5 minutes, guys.
Well, you don't even know what was happening before that, man. 95% of our show's talk is about my dick, so please like and subscribe.
5-star rating, please.
It's hard to get a feel for my dick on a podcast, but you know what? That's the magic of what we do.
Just like the very whimsiple music playing.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say that.
He just goes down the sewer. He just flies on like immediately into the ocean. Like he's 8 feet away. There wasn't like a long tunnel that he went down. He just pooped out.
The tunnel in the Goonies was longer.
Holy shit, there's still like 25 minutes of this movie left.
Yeah, I was actually surprised when I seen that. What's your thoughts on RoboCop not having some like crazy badass like RoboCop mobile? thing.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I like it because they're. It sounds crazy with everything we've just seen, but they're like grounding him in reality.
Yeah.
So he's
True.
just gonna have a shitty cop car. I like that he's in the
Yeah.
matte black, like no paint cop car.
I'd like to see him have a
you want a
badass
VR
motorcycle.
experience? You don't want a VR experience. It'll make you nauseous. It'll move around. It'll screw up your equilibrium.
Or what if RoboCop literally just like wheels came out of the bottom of his feet and he could just like
Well,
Like
see,
those
that's basically
aliens or
like RoboCop 3 right there. Like he gets like a jetpack and he's just like, it's fucking terrible. This always bummed me out.
How did the kid die again? I missed that.
He got in the
car and got shot
and
through
then
it.
they just see the holes. That's a great job of having the light come through, so you know he was shot through it. Him in his little suit, his little Brooks Brothers for boys. So then he becomes a little kid. This is great. This is like he's scared. He's a scared little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, this scene always bummed me out. But it's so good.
It's very like Star Wars-y, whimsical, John Williams-y kind of music right now.
Well, Kirshner, he made the best Star Wars.
I agree with that.
Arguably the only good one.
You don't like Return of the Jedi?
No. And the first one was saved in editing
That's very true.
by Lucas's wife and a couple other guys. By all accounts, that movie was a fucking disaster.
I believe it.
I just can't help but thinking how shit it must have been to act for the entire runtime of this movie in that suit.
Just like anybody that has to put on a ton of makeup, you know, like Jim Carrey in The Grinch, and
I don't like
just
Jim Carrey.
having to go and do all the think of
I don't
anything.
Like Jim Carrey. You should not have brought up Jim Carrey.
But just like anybody that has to wear a ton of like makeup or prosthetics or a mask or, you know, or like, you know, Ron Perlman with Hellboy, you know.
They apparently got it down to like a couple hours for this. But yeah, I can't imagine. Like, why would you want to do that to yourself?
Yeah.
Like if I'm
paycheck,
I guess, but like if I'm a well-known actor, I'm not fucking doing that.
I mean, even with
there's plenty of roles I can play where I can just look like this.
Even with Tim Roth in Reservoir Dogs, when he's laying in the blood, they would shoot for so long, and he'd just have to lay there to the point where he started sticking to the floor.
That's a little different.
Yeah, true.
Like being in the makeup chair is a thing that, like, think about when you're getting your hair cut. I'm just like, can this be over?
Yeah.
And think of that times 1,000.
Yeah. Man, that OCP banner.
I don't want people touching
Yeah.
my face. I don't want to touch my face. I want you to touch my face.
Why am I getting like Nazi Germany vibes?
I was thinking the same thing, just because it's like the red, the white, and the black. I think that was probably very purposeful.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Well, a hot take for people who don't normally listen to our show: the Action Movie Book Club logo is actually inspired by the OCP logo. Thank you to our boy Christopher Wales for designing our
I
logo,
love that logo. I love when he showed it. He's like, I got 5 to show you, and he just like puts that up. I'm like, that's it. I don't need to see the rest. Please,
that's the
move
one.
on. We're good. We're good. That's fucking it.
This always reminds me of the Terminator ride in Universal in Orlando.
Oh yeah.
Which they spent like $20 million on to film. Like, it's crazy if you've ever seen an explanation or behind the scenes of all that.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking nuts. They got them
I
all,
actually
and
went
they
to that on
spent
the
like
very last day.
millions of dollars for this. What?
And the outgoing administration. We're not going anywhere. You're on.
I love how he sits down and
Doing
comes.
the best.
This dude is so good as this like
Mm-hmm.
charlatan lawyer or like lawyer type politician. He's just perfect.
Won't be much room for neighborhoods. Not like the kind that we all grew up in.
These days, neighborhoods just seem to be the sort of places where bad things happen. Don't be nostalgic.
What about democracy? Nobody elected.
Anyone can buy OCP stock and own a piece
This
of
movie was this series was way ahead of its time.
that.
Oh, 100%.
About like corporations and everything. It's like,
Corporate
that's
greed
silly. None of
and-
this could ever happen. Look at fucking
Okay,
Bezos.
right. So for anyone who's going to be listening to this after the fact, do you remember earlier on in the movie I said this guy gives me Cochrane vibes from Halloween 3?
Yeah.
So there was a very unique reason why, because he is fucking him.
Oh shit.
So
Amazing.
I knew the voice. I was like, that voice sounds exactly the same. I was like, that's really bizarre.
Amazing.
So he is actually him.
All right, before the climax, I want to go piss again.
I love how he's listed for Robocop 1 and 2 as old man.
I mean, he's in like a fair amount of the movie. The least you could do is give him a character name.
I know, right? That dude's been in a lot of movies. He has 140 credits.
He has how many?
137 credits.
That's honestly like that's the kind of actor I want to be. I want to be the guy where like movie nerds like us would be watching it and they'd go, "Oh, that guy's great." That's the kind of actor I want to be.
Okay, my mind is blown right now. So I had no idea about this, right?
Mhm.
So Daniel Peter, or everyone used to call him Dan O'Harley. He was born in 1919 in Odessa Cottage in Wexford Town, County Wexford. Fun fact, I am from Wexford Town, County Wexford.
Whoa.
Something
Wow.
I never knew.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
Really bizarre.
Whoa.
Yep, County Wexford, Ireland. And he died at age 85 in 2005 in Malibu, California.
At least he died where it was nice and beautiful in Malibu. And we just got the title of the movie recently too, Robocop 2.
That's really bizarre. I have no idea how I never knew that.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
Turn him off.
Can't.
Hey, let's step outside.
Wow. Oh shit. Whoa. What a great little character arc for her too. She's so calm and so collected the whole movie. And then like right here in the final act, she kind of loses her shit and pretty cool. And I'm glad they decided to use stop motion and not just like awful CGI.
Yeah. I just looked up here actually. The cottage that this dude grew up in is literally like that 10-minute walk that way.
Whoa. You gotta go check it out afterwards and take a picture.
So bizarre.
Wow.
Like, and I don't know how I never knew this. I mean, I have the artwork for Season of the Witch tattooed on my forearm. So the fact that I never
Whoa.
knew this is like, I'm like mind blown right now. I'm like sitting here going,
Whoa.
It's funny as well how, and you have a way better knowledge of it than I do, but how many of these like crazy character actors there's been, where it's
Mhm.
like, it's strange because it's like, I guess the mainstream audience, they're just like, they don't know the name, but it's like, oh yeah, that guy from,
That guy from that thing. Yeah.
and like
Totally.
everybody can relate and everybody knows.
Uh-huh.
But there's so many of those guys who were really good at like,
I feel like it too. It was like
Character
a bigger.
actors.
I
Like
feel like it was
character
a bigger
actress
thing. Like,
Margot Martindale.
it's
Behave
there's still,
yourself. Sorry.
there's still a lot of character actors around, but I feel like character actors were a bigger thing like previous to the 90s. You know, like character actors, they were just working actors, and there's still some now, but I feel like
I
there's
don't know.
way
I feel
more
like we
back
still
then.
get them. It's just, again, you don't think about it. It's just like, oh, that guy.
Whoa,
There's so many that guys. Oh, I like that. That was a good effect.
that was cool.
I mean, not when he jumped out, but this is not good.
yeah, I'm getting like weird Batman vibes off of that.
The best.
Yeah, the bat.
there
The
was
side.
a little Batman.
Uh-huh.
The best. I mean, the worst part of the original RoboCop is when he shoots Dick Jones out the window and his arms get like really long. Watch that again. His arms go like twice the size of a human being as he's falling. It's fantastic.
You're coming with me, Kane. You're coming with me, Kane.
Oh, the sound effect, the miniatures. Oh, I fucking love it. Oh, I love everything that just happened.
Through the street into
And the miniature of the building.
Yeah, you can tell the progression from like, okay, we've moved from this now to
I
this
love
miniature
it.
set to
I love
something
it. I
else.
could tell everything, and I fucking loved it. Oh, so good. I love a good miniature. Miniatures, matte paintings. That's my
really
heart.
well done.
I fucking love it. Anything practical, give me that.
I do love a good practical.
Hold on, if I'm gonna go nuke, feed it in my veins. They even got the rebar going out from the bricks. That's good attention to detail.
Oh shit!
Any type of stop motion makes me fucking uncomfortable.
Oh shit!
I forgot how much stop motion there was here. Ugh.
Oh shit! Got a laser cutting a big
I
old.
don't know what that is. It looks like a Cylon.
Yeah, like the old Cylons.
Yeah,
for sure.
from like the old ones, not the actual good Battlestar. That Battlestar is awesome, by the way. The newer one.
I've actually never. I've only seen the first few episodes, and
how did you not keep going? The first few episodes that are incredible.
It's weird. I feel like every 6 months it's on and then it's off, and I think I had
keeps
watched them
going
and then
back
they
and
took it
forth.
off. Yeah.
The first couple seasons of that, incredible. I never watched the end of it.
Swedish Horror Nerd, thanks for coming back to say bye, man. Thanks for stopping on.
Yeah, I also always say he. I don't actually know it's a he. So
it is, yeah.
Okay. So apologies if I'm misgendering. Oh god, I love the stop motion.
Whoa, this is chaos.
Downtown Detroit, where's the people mover? He's still just walking like a fucking... They're like 1,000 stories up and they're... explosion of an ambulance.
Whoa, that's a cool scar.
Yeah, it looks great on the helmet.
Mhm.
On the helmet. Oh, they have Augs like the German in Die Hard.
Mm-hmm.
That was not that one, but the one before. I love you need like a futuristic gun. You just go for the AUG. And I only know that because of my Counter-Strike days.
Counter-Strike.
I
Oh,
love me some Counter-Strike.
the best.
Did you ever play that,
Oh yeah.
Aaron?
Yeah, man, I used to play that. Just when you said that there, I was like, holy shit, I haven't heard of that in so long.
I was obsessed with that game in high school.
Yeah.
I used to like go over to my friend's house, like you'd bring your entire CRT monitor and everything. You'd have
Holy
a little LAN
shit.
party. I was really cool, and I got laid a lot. None of those things are true. Those last two things are not true.
I feel
the
like
first part
I
about me being
barely upgraded from that as well.
Yeah, I won't go to that, but
Man, all those people just getting shot in sequence was very upsetting.
yeah, and that is the OCP is so fucking Third Reichy. I mean, they did that on purpose, I'm sure.
Oh, totally.
Bum, 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 bum. Get
Yeah.
him, Lewis! Yeah! She just squirms out. I love how she runs.
I know.
Badass, and she still goes.
I also love how in these movies, and Alien is kind of the same with the personnel carrier. They build these tanks and like different things where they're like so well built within the universe, like that no matter how much damage or how many times they get shot, it always seems to be perfect. The paint is never scratched. Everything's like perfect about the vehicle.
So good though. This made it some futuristic metal. It's like
yeah, and that's what I like. I never question it, but I feel like if that was nowadays, I'd be like, "Oh, fake! That's so bad." Oh, but like in movies like this, I'm like, "Yeah, well,
yeah,
yeah, it makes sense."
That's what's tough because we're so used to such realism in everything we see. It's like, but here you knew they couldn't do that, so you're like, "Oh, good job with what you did. Well with the tools you had." It's like, yeah, this is silly. We're busting between stop motion and practical, and we're all over the fucking map. But I appreciate what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is crazy. Like, if you saw this scene now, you'd be like, what the fuck are they even doing? Because now we got stop motion intercut with, it just wouldn't work, but that's what they had. There's just a charm to it that technology's too good now. Like, you can't have that charm. I love that it like does something to him. And he's like, yeah. Robocop, not a big part of this movie.
Not really.
This is not a Robocop
movie. I remembered,
and I'm okay with that. This is more of the villain movie and like the ancillary shit that happened. RoboCop's not in a lot of this movie.
He's a supporting character for sure.
Yeah, he's not a main.
Did you see Charlotte's dig at you?
What'd she say? I mean, we're horrible to one another. That's our relationship. What'd she say?
Josh is wearing too much headband to be cool.
She's right. Not wrong. No, she's the best. We just say the most horrible things to one another. That is our friendship.
I love that he pulled out his shit like
and it's just all like
teenage.
I love that it's somehow still connected, and then he smashes.
It's Bluetooth.
Yeah, it's like, how is he still squirming?
He's
if
on
he's-
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
He's connected. It's fine.
That was Lawnmower Man for sure.
Yes. That little LCD.
Something I'll never get tired of in movies like this, and I always bring it up, is the Deacon Frost scene from Blade.
Oh
with the
my
The Blade
God.
tornado or the
I
blood
just-
tornado?
I just love those scenes where they have this like random stuff on screens and like,
Oh, the technology, like the
oh, it's just like,
yeah,
I
like
don't
we always
know.
talk about. No one knew what the internet was, so it's
Yeah,
just
so
like
like, let's
Yeah.
just
the
make
internet. It's just no. It's not what the internet is.
Fun fact, actually, we found out when you had jumped out for a second. I had said obviously this old guy here, who actually played the main character in Halloween 3.
Mhm.
I didn't know he
He's
actually.
still alive?
No, he's dead, unfortunately.
I was gonna say
but
he's
he
fucking
was-
old as shit here.
He was born like 5 minutes walk from my house in this like small shitty town in the southeast of Ireland. Really random.
That's a great fun fact.
Yeah, really, really random. I don't know how I never knew that before.
I mean, why would you? I don't know anything else he's been in other than RoboCop.
Robocop 1 and 2, Halloween Season of the Witch. He was in Twin Peaks.
Mm. He did a ton of shit.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. But
Yeah, I
again,
mean-
he's one of those guys where you're like, oh yeah, that guy, yeah.
And I probably
Mm.
don't recognize him because he was a young man before, and now he's a fossil. He's fine. He can't. He doesn't know. He's dead.
And like JP said, I mean, he died in Malibu, so I mean, it's a long
Malibu.
Yeah,
Hell
he's
yeah.
he was winning
We
for
should all
sure.
be so fucking lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long
I'm
stretch.
gonna die in like Harlem. I should be so lucky to die in Malibu. I'll die in Jersey in like Weehawken.
I'm still very surprised he's credited in the first movie and this movie though as old man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they refer to him as. I was trying to think of his actual character name, and they're always just like the old man. So that makes me feel a little better.
Patience, Lois.
He's just holding a socket wrench.
We're all just human.
Patience, Lewis. We're only human.
Random, and I also never seen anything on the side of his head for.
He's got little sockets there.
Credits.
Credits, as we often say.
Oh man.
That
That was everything I
Fantastic.
expected to be honest.
was awesome.
That was so good. I don't know how I haven't revisited that in like
Well, me either. Like,
Maybe
this
like
is
10, 12
RoboCop's my
years.
favorite movie of all time, and I have not seen this in at least a decade.
You know, I
Probably a lot
don't
more
think
than
I've
that.
ever seen RoboCop 3.
I've seen parts of it. Once I saw him like on a jetpack, I was like, I'm out. And
Mhm.
Peter Weller wasn't in it. I think Nancy Allen's in it for like a minute. I think she gets killed like immediately. She's
All right,
like the
okay, so
only
he's got
holdover.
like progressively worse then.
Yeah, it's terrible.
RoboCop
I don't-
saves the day once more. This time, the half-man, half-robot takes on ruthless developers who want to evict some people on their land.
Yeah,
says.
it's like this smaller stage thing, like, but then also he has a jetpack, so and
Holy shit!
it's
Fred
fucking terrible.
Fred Decker directed it.
Who's Fred Decker?
He directed The Monster Squad, Night of the Creeps,
Mhm.
lots of stuff. And
He
he
done
wrote The
Tales from
Predator, the
the
new
Crypt as
Shane
well, I
Black
think.
one.
Ugh.
Yeah, but I mean, but yeah, he directed The Monster Squad and Night of the Creeps. Which I love Monster Squad. That's in.
Oh,
I
that's-
don't think I've seen either of those,
oh,
good.
Monster
I'm aware
Squad
of
is
Night of the Creeps.
great.
but I haven't seen them.
It's like, correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron. It's like, the Goonies with the Universal monsters.
That's the best way I think you could sum
You
it
know
up.
what? Never seen the Goonies.
Oh, dude.
I missed that when I was younger. No reason to go back.
Yeah, I love the Goonies, but
So
Monster
do I,
Squad.
but I can kind of see where you're coming from, and I find that sometimes when when something becomes so like pop culture, I'm like, nah, whatever.
Mhm.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, so many of the things you like when you're younger, it's just a nostalgia thing. Like they're not good movies,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I saw it when I was 12 in my formative years, so I love this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just no way it's going to be good, and I know that. It's fine.
Yeah.
I missed it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Yeah. True.
I don't need it.
Yeah, like, and I kind of see that as well. Like, I'm a huge John Hughes guy,
Mm-hmm.
and like Home Alone and stuff for me is like, and it's so weird because it's like, it seems to be no matter how many times I watch that movie, at least 5 times a year.
I was obsessed with that movie when I was.
I'm
Oh,
like,
I love Home Alone.
why doesn't it ever? Because even with horror movies, sometimes I'll watch them so much, I'm like, wow, I'm just burned out. I just hate it. Not hate it, but I was like, I just
But yeah, it's just enough
cannot watch
already.
this anymore. And like, I watched Home Alone like a week ago, and I was like, I found myself putting down my phone and just watching the movie.
It's because you
Mhm.
saw it when you were
Why does
12,
that-
and
yeah,
it
it's like,
just
why does that do
you have
that?
all these feelings that just elicits all these emotions.
Yep.
You're just back there again as a little kid.
Yep.
I was obsessed with that too. Macaulay Culkin, he was the fucking man.
Yeah.
Oh
Such a
man.
strange thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen-
I'm right
have
there
you-
with
But
you.
you
I
guys
have
seen the
watched
movie?
that recently and like looked at it. I'm like, oh, this isn't that good of a movie. But I have all this emotion tied up into it.
Yeah.
So I still enjoy the shit out of it.
Macaulay Culkin is a Gucci model now, and he's in the newest
Really?
season of
I love
American
him.
Horror Story.
He shows
Really?
up on Red Letter Media from time
Yeah.
to time.
Yep.
He's just a damn delight.
Yeah.
I love
He
He's-
seems like he's got his head on straight.
I'm a big fan of him. Plus, he dated Mila Kunis for a while, so like he's
For a
all
long
right in my
time.
book. Yeah, he's a-okay for me. Plus, his brother is amazing.
Oh, in Succession.
In Succession,
So good.
Romulus.
Romulus.
In the last episode, he had to talk to the raisin.
Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. I haven't seen it yet.
I won't say it, but
Okay.
he did talk to the president. That's fun.
Yeah.
Bear with me for 1 second. I'm just going to pull something up about him.
Mhm.
Romulus.
I want to see both of your reactions.
Mhm.
I do wonder if he wasn't had like a meth problem for a while.
I remember that. seeing
Something
those
was
pictures.
going on with his body.
Yeah.
I'm not here to body shame. Let me
No,
look at my
but he-
fat,
but he
fucking
looked-
disgusting ass.
He looked a little worse for the wear.
Yeah, something was wrong. And like you should be. If you were the biggest star on the planet at 8, I'd be dead right now. Oh, I like his.
So that's what he looks like right now.
Mm-hmm. He looked great.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, are you doing the one where he's all super skinny?
no, well, like obviously,
Oh, yeah.
you can see the one where he looks scary, and like everyone's talking about that. But like,
I like
he,
that.
he seems
I
to
like
be
the glasses.
looking better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Wait.
more like full face. He's not like
Yeah, like, the
full
more he's
structure seen
aged,
through.
The
I
more
mean,
he's
he's still
into-
probably like 32 years old. That's a fucked up thing.
I
He-
think
he-
no. I think he's a little bit older. I think he's like probably,
No, he's probably
40.
older than that,
I
but
think he's 40.
Yeah,
but he's not like
tweeted-
old.
Yeah.
tweeted last year, and he was like, "Want to feel old? I'm 40, no problem."
Oh yeah.
I just turned 37 today, so
I turn 37 next month.
37 didn't feel bad. 36 felt bad.
Mm,
36 was like that felt old. 37 doesn't feel like anything.
no. Mm-mm. How old are you again, Aaron?
Yeah, no, that's what I was just gonna say. I was like, I don't know if I should say it now.
Are you
That's
older
right. No,
than
you're
us?
20.
You're gonna make me feel bad. Aren't you?
27? 26?
Nope.
If you're younger than that, I'm quitting.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'll be 30 next April.
Oh, nice.
30's not even 30 didn't bother
Dude,
me.
30s are great, man. Oh, and Charlotte's
30s are actually
35. Yeah.
the best.
I've had way more fun. Honestly, I've had way more fun in my 30s than I did in my
Oh,
20s.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm just creeping on 40, and that bums me.
40's going to be
I mean,
even
look at
better.
me. I'm a child.
40's going to be
What
even
am I
better.
wearing right now? Look what I'm doing.
That's what I was gonna ask though.
I'm a
Does it ever
fucking child.
change? Because like I feel at 29, like I feel like I look at other 29-year-olds and I'm like, wow, is it just me that's like this, and everyone else
No,
seems to have like their
I'm
shit
never
figured out, and
changing,
everybody's like
so.
a banker, and everybody's like got like 5 houses, and
I did that. For
That doesn't
a
mean
while.
they're
I used
happy.
to do
That's for
finance.
sure.
I used to have a lot of money, and now I don't care.
It's just, I've known people in my life who have lots of money who are more miserable than me,
That's
and
the
I've
thing.
met people who have way less money than me, are incredibly happy with everything that they've got. Money is a
I'm broke
concept.
as fuck. I used to be rich. I was miserable. Now I have no money, and I'm happy.
Agreed, Charlotte, with everything you just said. Agreed.
I don't know what she said. I'm on a delay on this.
She
I
said,
assume it was something hurtful to me.
she said, no,
there it
absolutely no one knows what they're doing. Bankers are making it up just as much as the rest of us.
Yeah, we used to work together. She saw what I did. She knows I was bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I made the most money I've ever made in my life.
Yeah.
I had to wake up at 2 a.m. every day.
Oh, Jesus.
It was fun. Now I wake up whenever I feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
kind
can
of
do
like,
my entire week's worth of work in one day if I really bear down.
I love that though. I like that.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It gives me opportunities to do these things, which are not making me money, but make me happy.
Yeah. This is so much fun. I was a little skittish with Hostel and Martyrs and stuff, but
I held it down.
jumping on with you guys, this has been a lot of fun.
And I feel like you would have probably had the very same feeling. I was surprised with how tame.
Yeah.
When you suggested Martyrs, I was like, do I really want to watch this? It's not really my thing.
Even you,
I like
horror,
horror, but
Christ. I mean, I knew I didn't, but that was the point.
But like we watched it, and like I just thinking back to last week or whatever, I was like, wow, this is
that was a wet fart. That was
terrible.
nothing.
It was nothing.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
It started off strong in a way I did not expect. Like when she starts shotgunning an entire family, I was like, whoa, okay. You have my attention. And then it just petered out into nothing. But no, none of those 3 movies were.
No, I feel like this is more graphic. To be
yes, 100%.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Both RoboCops affected me more. I will never think about those other ones ever again. I think
feel
about
like,
both of these movies daily.
Yeah. I feel like if you put up certain action movies next to certain horror movies, action movies might be more graphic.
I've still never seen anything that affected me more than the original RoboCop boardroom scene. Nothing has ever made me feel as uncomfortable, as terrified as that scene. Not Martyrs, not Hostel 1 and 2. Nope. Neither of them made me feel that way.
I'm trying to think of what.
Nothing scared me more than that.
Trying to think of what, like, Jaws. Quint getting eaten at the end of Jaws. That shit fucked me up and continues to fuck me up. Where he just like where it's chomping on him at the bit right here, chomping on him in the middle, and then he goes blah, and he goes blah, and like
that's
sprays
rough,
out of his mouth.
Still, nothing gets me more than the boardroom.
Yeah,
not even close.
Yeah, I think the Jaws one is my boardroom for sure.
My nose looks extra broken here.
Have you broken your nose before?
Oh yeah, it's broken. Doesn't it look broken there?
It's broken right now?
Yeah, it's been broken for a long time.
How did you break it?
I have no idea. I had a sinus infection for like a year, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, so they x-rayed my head, and they're like, hey, your nose is broken. I'm like, no, I did not know that. But it never looked like it, but now it actually does right now.
I think it's just the shading.
It's fine. I don't give a shit. I was like, should I do anything about that? They're like, yeah, it's a really painful, invasive, expensive surgery. And they're like, do you care? I'm like, no. No, I'm not gonna do that. Same thing with my wisdom teeth. They're like, you should get those out. And I'm like, why? They're like, because that's what people do. I'm like, well, they don't hurt. They're not a problem.
I still have mine.
I have all of mine.
Me too.
Yeah. I was like,
Haley's, yeah.
They're like, you should do that. I'm like, well, but why? They're like, because that's what people do. I'm like, not me.
I mean, I guess once they start to grow in, they could make your teeth fucked up and and throw your jaw out of place. If I had good dental insurance, I would do it.
I
But
don't
I
know. They
don't.
haven't like messed my teeth up. My teeth were exactly how they're not perfect now, but they were like that before they came in. So
Mm-hmm.
they're fine.
Yeah. Thanks for the shout out there, Aaron. Follow us on Action Movie Book Club on Instagram, Twitter on Instagram at Action Movie Book Club, on Twitter at Action Movie BC. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Spotify, actionmoviebookclub.com. Yeah.
Next week, so I like this weekly thing. I've been dancing around this with Six Underground. The last time I opened up Netflix, it was my feature.
Let me see.
And I know we want to do things that are more easily accessible to people.
Or I mean, you've never seen Evil Dead. Should we do Evil Dead?
Okay, yes. Okay. Or one of the Army of Darkness movies.
Well, I feel like to start off Army of Darkness, correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron, that you gotta watch the original to kind of get a feel for Ash.
Like horror and not as. I mean, I'm fine with it.
It's still schlocky. It's still very schlocky.
I'm fine with it. Look, I'll do anything. Yeah. I did both Hostels and Martyrs. Like, you don't have to twist my arm. All right, Charlotte, calm down.
No, she knows what's up. We got it.
Of course she knows, but that doesn't mean I need to accept that or acknowledge it in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, motherfucker. So yeah, I'll do Evil Dead. That's fine.
It's just so ridiculous. It's like
it's so. And I think Evil Dead might even be streaming on HBO. I believe. Let me check.
Even better. I can't believe you watched this whole thing. She was at work when this started.
Yeah, the original Evil Dead is currently on
our
HBO.
Stream's intended to be at work while you're trying to avoid doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, HBO currently has Evil Dead. HBO Max.
Done. I'll do it next Tuesday. Let's go. Wait. Hold on. What's Tuesday? Yeah, that's fine because next week's Thanksgiving. So, but I mean, I'm around. Are you all doing? You don't have that, but you do.
I'm gonna be in town, but I'm just going to some of Haley's family for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Tuesday, yeah, I'll do Tuesday, 23rd. Fuck it, Evil Dead. Let's go.
Yes,
I'll put together.
Yes. Aaron's eyes just lit up.
Evil Dead.
Yeah, that's like the most excited I've ever seen you.
Yeah, we got to start promoting that ASAP, so people can.
I'll get it done tomorrow. I haven't seen that
yes.
movie in so long.
Me neither.
I've never seen it.
I've been wanting to watch it. I almost put it on Halloween, but I just for some reason just like got distracted. I think I watched Assault on Precinct 13 instead because I'd never seen that.
I feel like that'll be good as well, like because the three of us will be kind of coming into it with like fresh eyes.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen it, so.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
All right, we'll do I mean, that's just gonna start us off with. We're gonna do the entire Evil Dead trilogy, whatever the fuck it is.
Probably.
That's fine. I'm good with it.
Mm-hmm.
But we still need to do Six Underground. That was what I was building towards. That keeps popping up, and I watched it on my birthday like 2 years ago. And I don't remember any of it. I remember it being horrible, and I stopped paying attention. It's like 20 minutes in, but that needs to come out too.
Yeah.
So after all the Evil Dead, was there like 3, 4, 5 movies? I don't know.
3.
Okay.
3 original, and then there was the remake, which didn't have Ash or wasn't. But 3. Army of Darkness is the third one.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
Evil Dead 2.
Oh, well, there you go. That was a stupid question.
No.
There was multiple Army of Darkness movies.
So just the one.
I don't know.
Just the one. Evil Dead.
Just fucking out.
He's just.
She opened her eye.
D is just.
She opened one eye.
She's
like, fuck off, dude. She hates me. It's fine.
Dude, I think I have some kind of like Evil Dead fucking ear.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's something you could do to like.
I've never had
drain it or
cauliflower
something.
ear.
Oh, I have to get it drained.
awful.
Well, I can get it drained or lanced, so they drain it with a syringe.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that doesn't work, they use a scalpel and they put a tiny incision in it, and then they have to like pinch the ear and squeeze out whatever.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
you got to post
that's
that on
like-
those like pimple popper things. You'd get
I
a
showed
million
you.
views.
I showed you my toe on a screen,
You did.
and the holes I poked in that because I like lit a pin on fire and popped my toe multiple times. That was more horrific than anything we watched on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Was actually.
Yeah, it was gross. I still have it. You want to see it?
No thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
What a great way to close it out.
Yeah.
It's not so bad now. It's
Fantastic.
almost out. Yeah, I leave on a high note. That's what I do. I'm a showman.
Bye, Charlotte.
Bye.
Yeah,
everybody.
so next week keep an eye out, everybody, for Evil Dead. I'll have the artwork and stuff done and everything posted ASAP. And yeah, I guess we'll see everybody next week.
Yeah. This was
Next
fun.
week.
Peace.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.